Alright, just a little update on this giant sequoia. If I remember right, this is the second full year that it's been in the ground. And let's go down and look at the trunk real quick. So there's my thumb, and that's the size of the trunk. It's pretty thick now. And the height, I would say maybe a little over a foot tall. And it grew quite a bit this year. I think it's going to grow a lot next year. So I had two that I had growing before. One of them was probably about 4 feet tall, and then before it just started to turn black and die. And I think it was just too wet where it was growing. But this one last year, it got really brown during winter because it was a really cold winter. And this was near Cincinnati, Ohio, USDA Zone 6, which is like the northern edge of Zone 6. But, you know, I was worried that it might be dying because the other problem was a mole dug a tunnel straight down to the root ball. And, you know, and it was raining a lot, and a lot of rain just came straight down in it. And I just had to press everything down with my foot to try to collapse all the soil again back down around the roots and everything, and collapse that tunnel that the mole made. But, you know, when springtime came, it greened up really well, and it looks really good. So I guess the conclusion is right now, so far so good. And we'll just watch it and hope it does well this winter. Still really green. I'm thinking this stuff should harden up because it's more or less like new growth right now, but I guess that'll kind of harden up and be hardy enough through winter. That's what I've seen them do before, but it'll get some brown and then it'll green up really good in spring. Do have some branches here that are like, I get little twigs like this that die, but you know, there's a lot of new stuff on here. So to me right now it looks really good. And again, I think this is about 2 years old now. Just using my phone to record this. So hopefully this one will do well and keep growing, because I've seen one in pictures that was mature, and it was growing up in Columbus, Ohio, which is about 2 hours north of here. So 2 hours north on the highway. So I don't really see any reason why this one shouldn't be able to live here as far as the cold. I think just the heat and humidity in the summer, and sometimes being too wet in spring and winter might be a problem. But this area is sort of on a hill. It's on a slope that drains that way. So this should be better drained. The other area where I had the ones that I had growing before were down there, and the water kind of ran down in there, collected in that spot, and just stayed too wet, I think. So hoping that's what the big problem was. So that's it. We'll see what happens next year.